Hello everyone, so welcome to the Session 2 recap video of our brilliant network game. You've looked at the title, I'm guessing, you're thinking, why does it now say 7-man? Well, you'd be forgiven for thinking what the heck's going on here, because I'm going to show you now. Let's load the game up. Can you see it? We've got a 7th man. Jesper Ronman, a Danish fella, has taken over Leicester City, the team that he supports. Yeah, it was a bit of a shock. I got a message off Johnny, I think it was on the day, Sunday, and yeah, Johnny said that Jesper was interested in joining the game. And that he wanted to be Leicester City. Yeah, so we were more than happy to do that. He just had to pay his £10 like the rest of us, and yeah, Jesper paid his £10 and he joined the game, making it another 7-man network game. And he joined just in time as well, because joining this session we hadn't even started the season in terms of playing games, so perfect time for Jesper to come in. Just like with Stuart, who missed the first session, come in to try and sign a few players, get his team ready for the season that lied ahead. So, yeah. So, in an ideal world, Jesper would have come in and been Man City. Now, that would have been unfair, really, because he wouldn't have been drawn them out, and they were the champions last season, led to the title by Alex Gordon. So fair play for Jesper for even just coming in and just saying, look, I want to be Leicester City, the team that I support, I want to be them. And yeah, below City, the next in line probably would have been Aston Villa, you would have thought, in terms of strength. And then there's quite a few more. I don't know, can you think? Maybe Nottingham Forest and teams like that, West Ham perhaps, before you probably got to Leicester. But yeah, he wanted Leicester and he's up for the challenge. So yeah, he has joined this game, making it a magic number 7. Let's have a look what's gone on from the last session. So if we go to me, we'll look at transfers before anything. I don't think much has changed from the last session now. I'm pretty sure that I signed Galeno in the first session, so no more incomings from me. Outgoings, same as well. I think it's pretty much the same as it was last time. Future transfers, yeah, we still got them. Did I get any loans in? Got Musa, but I think that was covered in the last recap video. There we go. So loaned out Noni Madueke to Johnny's Newcastle. Yeah, put him out on loan. Johnny was prepared to pay his 100% wages, so it's a no-brainer. I'm not going to use him. Send him out on loan. See how he does for Johnny if and when he uses him. There is a recall option. Do I think I'll be recalling him? I doubt it, unless he sets the Premier League alight and gets a fantastic amount of assists and goals, and maybe. But no, loaned him out, and Johnny's took a punt on him, and why not? You know, as per the rules, you're going to get two loans in for the season, so why not? In fact, before I go to the next team, I'm going to jump to this screen. So this is how the money scenarios will be paid out now, because obviously they differ with a 7th man. So you would have seen in the last recap video the money payout scenarios, and that was basing it on 6 men, which we originally have. This one here is the same as season 1, being based on 7 men, and it puts more money in the prize pot. So just showing you that here. I'll scroll down to complete it, just in case you want to have a look. As I always say, pause the video, get a sort of feel for how we're running this. But yeah, I thought it important to include it in the video. as things have now changed. So yeah, that is what is going to happen in terms of the payout scenarios. Okay, so back to this. So we'll jump to Johnny's Newcastle because we're there. Johnny brought in another player. We remember them two from the first recap video. He's brought in this guy, Morato, 24-year-old Brazilian. Got some really good stats there. Can play as a centre back, a left back, or a defensive midfielder. So pretty versatile. It's actually at Nottingham Forest, and then he went to Flamengo, and then Johnny's signed him for less than Flamengo paid. So decent bit of business there. And on a 25,000 per week contract, you can't go wrong. So Johnny's brought him in. Is there any more outgoings? I'm not so sure. Yeah, I don't know if they differ from last time, but that's Johnny's outgoings. Future transfers, no. So we know he loaned in Madueke from me, and no one out. Okay, so that's him. Okay, next up is Rodney at Arsenal. Now this Rodney, for me, has pulled off some absolute bangers here, and he's not had much luck. Last season with Chelsea, he was struggling to get players in. This season with Arsenal, for the beginning, he was struggling, but he's brought some bangers in, and we'll show you them now. Look at these guys. Have you heard of any of these? Got to be deadly honest. Palacios, I think I have. The other guys, Vitinha, yeah, they're not household names though, I would say, are they? You know what I mean? And you'll see what I mean by that, because look, we showed from the last video a couple of these already. An 18-year-old there. Look at the stats on him. Fantastic. And a 20-year-old, fantastic stats. Alright, a 25-year-old, we know Vitinha anyway, I think that's how you pronounce it, from PSG. He was actually at Wolves. Yeah, that was a pretty good signing. His stats are good as well. These two are the others that I'm on about. 17-year-old, look at this, Italian. Stats on him, fantastic. Going to be a player and a half him. He needed a striker as well, Rodney. He was just like Arsenal in real life. Need a striker, and he's pulled this guy off. 17-year-old, fantastic stats. And judging by that, he's actually played him, and he's banged two in already. So, yeah, I think Rodney's got a steal there. And then this guy as well, another 19-year-old Italian, fantastic stats. So Johnny's done his 5 there, but wow, 5 really, really good young players under £100 million. I'd have to say, usually Adnan, and I give him credit in the last video, Adnan's fantastically shrewd in the transfer market. I think Rodney might have stole the thunder this time round, because these guys are brilliant, and they set the standard for Arsenal for a good time, and I mean for a long time, and if we keep this save going forward, which I hope we do personally, but it will go to a vote at the end of the season. Whoever gets Arsenal, whether that's Rodney going for them for a second season in a row or somebody else, they've got a hell of a future there with these guys. So really good business there from Rodney. They are his outgoings. He got rid of Marquinhos to Stockport of all people. So that's his outgoings. He's got that guy coming in. Loans, no one in, no one out. So that's Rodney there. Next up, who we got? We'll go with Jesper. So Jesper took over the mighty Leicester City. And he's done his 5 already. So Pepe had already been signed by the computer, so that's not a Jesper signing, Ricardo Pepe. From Kieran Tierney downwards are Jesper's 5, and he's completed his 5. Fair play to him. He got my namesake there, Kieran Tierney, someone I was actually looking at. I was going to put in an offer for Kieran Tierney, because I think we're a bit low on left backs, if I'm honest. And I don't know if I'm going to use Chilwell much, so I was looking at Tierney and considered making a bid, but decided against it, and Jesper's got him in. So a good bit of business there. Ruben Neves, that was a great signing. Got him from the Saudi League, brought him back to the Premier League. Very good signing, that one. Smodix, I think that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me if it's not. He's brought him in from Ipswich and banged 2 in already. Mendy, ex-Chelsea goalkeeper. As you'll see from there, he's brought him in from the Saudi League, so he's raided the Saudi League here. And this guy, well, look at this guy. Looks good. Good for 30 years old, and as he said himself, a super Greek, and he scored 3 goals on his debut, and you'll see that in a minute when I show you. But yeah, might have pulled off a good signing there, Jesper. Outgoings, some of these are his outgoings. I know Traore, he got rid of him. Good bit of business there with Fiorentina. Cody's gone. So some of these, I don't know where from, but some of these were Jesper's outgoings to make a bit of money. So there won't be no futures because he's brought these 2 guys in on loan. Why not? He's allowed to. There you go, just for a bit of depth, I think. That's Jesper's business now concluded for the whole season. He won't be able to get any more in. I should probably show staff in and things, shouldn't I, really? That's his staff in there. Let's go back to, it was me first, wasn't it? It's not that staff really matters. Peter Cech was who I brought in, actually. Brought him back to the club as a scout. Get anyone out? Who was next? It was Johnny, wasn't it? And then it was Rodney. So Johnny's brought a lot of staff in there. I won't go through them all, but that, yeah, a lot of staff there. He's changed it right up, and he got rid of them guys. Rodney's brought them 2 in, got them 2 out. Okay, so that's 4. We've got 3 left to look at. Next up, Liverpool. Alex Gordon, our Premier League winner from last time there, taking over my beloved Liverpool. What's he done? Well, nothing really much from the last session. He's brought in Thomas Partey, 32 years old, getting on a bit now, but a bit of depth for Alex. Alex might be finding it tough with Liverpool because he had all that money with City. The world was his oyster. He brought in some really good players. In fact, I think he used his 5 up last time round so quickly. This time he's more looking for the bargain basement. And I'm sure he won't mind me saying that. But yeah, with Giroud at 38 years old and Thomas Partey at 32, I think he'll probably be a little bit disappointed that he hasn't got anyone stand out yet. But there's still time, of course. Maybe he's going to pull a surprise out of the bag. So Bendo, Nunes and Simicas went. Loans in, nope. He actually tried to sign Madueke as well from me, and it was a battle between him and Johnny, and obviously Madueke chose Newcastle, even though I accepted both offers. He's got no staff in, no staff out. Next up is Adnan, who we saw last time round had used his 5 already. Doesn't mess around, Adnan. He did sell Mathis de Ligt though, and you'll see that in a minute when we go to Stuart. That he sold de Ligt there to Stuart, and that is a steal at £5 million. A real steal. Anthony went to Villa. Future transfers, them guys are coming in. Got 2 loans. That fella. And this guy, who looks pretty handy. Why not? Beefs up the midfield. one staff member in, one staff member out. And then that leaves, last but not least, Stuart, who obviously couldn't join session 1 but made it for session 2. These were his free signings. So we saw Delit just a minute ago. He's got this guy in, an 18-year-old Portuguese. Looks really good there at 18. Really good. That's a good buy. He's obviously done his homework on him. And then this guy from Leon, Ryan Shirky. Looks decent. So that's Stuart's there. He's still got 2 left. Out, he got rid of Højbjerg to Leverkusen. I believe Jesper was trying to get Højbjerg in. He must have rejected him though and went to Leverkusen. Richarlison to Villa. And I think he put a clause in this. Yeah, look, 30 million after first international cap. So he's due another 30 million as soon as he plays for Brazil again, which probably won't be long, if I'm honest. That's a great bit of business there, and he's already hit off with Villa there. So yeah, good bit of business there for Stuart. That means it will give him a bit of a fund to play with in January then. I like it. Used his noddle there. Yep. Future transfers, you've got that guy coming, Feeney. He's got 1 loan in. This fella from Palace. Again, why not? And staff in, staff out. No. Okay, so that's everything up to date in terms of transfers. Let's take you to the thing that really matters. The Premier League table. How many have we played? Well, 2 each at the minute. Early days. But that is how it looks at the minute. So Rodney's Arsenal sitting up the top with 2 victories. You then got Alex carrying on from his impressive season last time. Only this time he's Liverpool and not Man City. He's won his first 2 with them. One of them games being against me. Stuart has won 1 and drawn 1. Jesper's won 1, lost 1. Adnan's 1-1, lost 1. It's then myself 1-1, lost 1, and Johnny's Newcastle 1-1, lost 1. So yeah, that is the table as it looks, albeit early days. And let's just run through the fixtures. So this as well. So Rodney won the Community Shield with his Arsenal team, taking the first silverware of the season, beating last season's Man City, and Man City actually appointed Xabi Alonso as manager. But Xabi come in, when did he come in? He came in on the 11th of August, so I think he missed a couple of games actually. Let's have a look. So yeah, he missed the Community Shield and he missed the Premier League defeat to Bournemouth, but he was in charge of that Sunderland game where they got it together, winning 5-0. So yeah, Xabi missed them too. But yeah, back to this. Rodney took the first silver of the season and they all count. So yeah, fair play to him. He then got underway in the league, won his first one 3-1 against Sunderland, and then he beat Borough 4-0. And yeah, the guy he signed, the striker, banging them in there, 2 late ones. So that is Rodney. Excuse me. This was Alex, so he played a friendly, another friendly, get the morale up with a couple of easy victories. He then beat Borough 4-0, and then he beat me 3-1. They actually got player sent off in the 59th minute, and I didn't capitalise on it. Well, I pulled one back with Palmer, and then Salah finished the game off. Disappointed to have lost that, really, if I'm honest. Didn't show up. Yeah, we didn't show up and ended up losing. So fair play to Alex getting the victory there. That was his start to the season. Stuart, Look at that. Cracker with Jesper, that one. Absolute cracker. 5-3 victory there. Jesper definitely put up a fight, that's for sure. Great game to start us off. And then Fulham he drew 2-2 with. Jesper, as we've just seen, well, he's played, I think he might have missed them friendlies, I don't know. Don't know if he played them. You think he might have played one, or maybe he played all of them actually. We'll show you anyway. 2-0 there. 1-0 there. We've shown you that one. And then he played Adnan's Man United and thrashed them 4-1 with this guy scoring a hat-trick on what was his debut. I think he come on there, didn't he? Come on, yeah. Banged 3 goals. Straight away scored with probably his first kick of the game. 3 minutes later scored again, and another 3 minutes later scored again. So he's effectively been on the pitch for 68, 7 minutes, and he scored a hat-trick. I think this guy's going to be something special, and we'll have to keep an eye on him. But yeah, fantastic that. So that was Jesper. Impressive start. Adnan, as we know, lost to Jesper there, but smashed Ipswich with a 4-0 victory. That leaves just me and Johnny. So myself, I played 2 friendlies. First one 1-1 with Besiktas. This one I lost 2-1 to Fiorentina, but I got an injury to my keeper and I'd used all my subs, so that meant I had to put Lavia in goal. I had to drag Lavia into the net, which unfortunately cost us a goal because they scored a couple of goals to go 2-0 up, so that definitely impeded me there, but it's friendly, who cares. I then beat Ludogorets 3-0 in the Champions League qualifier first leg. Beat Villa 1-0 in a tight game there, very tight. Palmer penalty. Lost to Alex, as I've already showed. And then in the second leg against Ludogorets, I took a bit of a risk really. We were 3-0 up. There was no way we were going to concede and go out. I think completely changed the team up, as you'll see here. Played my fringe players all the way, and didn't bring any of my starters on, to be honest with you. The only one, yeah, it was a complete change of a team there. I rested everybody. Got the 2-0 victory, which was good, with a makeshift team. Then makes me a bit fresher then for that Arsenal game. That was just good managerial skills, I would say. Hopefully it pays off, because that's going to be a tough game against Arsenal, who are leading the way at the minute, albeit early days. Did I show you everything? I think I did. Yep, I did. And then last but not least is Johnny's Newcastle 7-1 there in his friendly. Obviously a ploy to get his morale up by playing crap teams in the friendlies. Good managerial skills from Johnny there. So he got a narrow 1-0 victory against Palace. Eze against his old club. Eze, who I obviously signed. And then he lost to Brighton, who, by Johnny's own admission, seem to be his bogey team on this new update. He hasn't beaten them yet, and that includes in a single player game as well. He dominated it by the stats, but yeah, ended up losing 2-0. Yeah, so that is the league. Let's have a look at League Cup. So does anyone join the second round? Yep, Jesper's Leicester joined the second round. They've got Reading at home, and Stuart's Tottenham joined the second round as well, and they got Rotherham at home. Straightforward ties there for them too. They're not in Europe, so that is why they're in the second round. The rest of us join at the third round stage because we have European commitments, and those commitments you will see are here. So this is Europa League first round. I don't think it's been drawn yet, the second round, but a couple of us will be competing in that. So yeah, I don't think that's been drawn as yet. Champions League, as though I know. These are the groups for the Champions League. So Villa there. Man United. Adnan's Man United. You'd think he'd get through that. That's a good group, that one. Look at that. Very good group. Bayern and Milan as well. Interesting. So Man City. So I've got PSG, Bilbao and Ajax in my group. Very tough group that. In fact, that's an extremely tough group. All three of them are good sides. That's a tough one. I didn't look at that properly actually. That's a tough group. So I'm just trying to see. So it's Villa from England, Man United from England. Obviously myself. And Man City. So what does that mean then? It must mean that Arsenal, Liverpool. Where are Liverpool? Did Liverpool make the Europa League? The draw's not been done, has it? Interesting. So it might be that Liverpool and Arsenal are in the Europa League. I'm not sure. Can't remember from the first season, but yeah. The four in the Champions League are myself, myself, Adnan. So Newcastle might even be in the Europa League as well. Did I get them into the Europa League? Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see from the next session. But yeah, myself with Chelsea. You got Villa and City, who are the AI teams from England, and then Adnan with Man United. We're the four representing the Champions League. Yeah, we'll have to see session 2 in regards to that. Is there anything else I can show you in a minute? Might as well just show you the other leagues. Why not? Show you how they're getting on if you're interested by any sort of thing. I think I might have just shown you League 1 actually, hadn't I? League 2. And then I think National League South. Yep, so that's that. So there might not be much more to show you for this recap video. I think the only things I did want to touch upon is, if you remember from the last video, well, I've cleared my squad here, but Fernandes is going to be my captain. So he was the default captain anyway. I decided on making him my full-time captain, because as you see, his influence is really good. His big matches is good at 20, determination's 18, and he speaks fluent English. So yeah, no brainer really to have him as my captain. What else do I need to tell you? Oh yeah, just as a side note, not that it matters, I actually tried to sign, where is he? Yep, you guessed it, Jamie Vardy. So I signed him originally for Newcastle from Leicester for £1 million. I tried to prize him away from Newcastle, but Johnny was having none of it. I think he wanted him for a bit of depth as a backup striker, and why not? I think I even proposed a swap with a young striker, but yeah, got rejected. I quite fancied bringing him to Newcastle and having him as a backup, because he did a job for me last season at Newcastle, but yeah, Johnny wanted to keep him, which is of course his decision, which is, yeah, so I don't think there's much more to say really. So yeah, we'll call it there then. So this session happened on 13th of April, which was a Sunday at 7:30 PM 2025, and we'll meet again, all being well, Easter Sunday on the 20th at the same time. So yeah, look forward to that. 7 of us, and now the excitement starts to build as we get into the season. Yeah, see you for the next one.